This one's been updated for 2026. It's the Alfa Romeo Tonale. And this is the thing that nobody wanted to buy. Well, guess what? You're probably going to want it. You're probably going to want to buy this thing now with these updates. I mean, this thing looks incredible. And the main thing that they did is extend the track of this thing. They made it sit wider. And this has always been the number one problem with not only the Tonale, but the Hornet as well. It had this weird stance where it was like, yeah, you could see that. It was like top heavy. It was like wider at the top. It just looked odd, right? It looked odd. It looked cheap. And it didn't matter like what view you looked at it from. Like even from the side profile, you can see that. It's like, I don't know who designed this thing, but it looks horrible from like every direction. And just look at how much better this thing looks now. These wheels are new too, by the way. And obviously, they look amazing. You know, typically we see Alphas with the 5 circles. This is like a 3-circle design, but it's a little bit, yeah, you can see that's a little bit squared off there. And I don't know, it looks amazing, doesn't it? It looks fantastic. And of course, it's not just the track and the stance. It's the new grille, right? They've kind of updated this with nice little touches from Alfa Romeo. Has such a fantastic past, don't they? So they've kind of brought that into this thing. And the lower bumper too has actually been restyled a little bit. So overall, it looks so much better. And really got to give them props here too, to the way they've integrated the radar cruise, right? I mean, look at that. You can't even really tell that it's there. This has been like such a big problem for so many other brands, right? It always just sticks out like a sore thumb. So yeah, this actually looks quite appealing now, doesn't it? Now the problem is it's still got that same profile, right? Obviously this is a minor facelift. So it still looks like the Hornet from the side, which is really just, the most unfortunate thing. I can't believe that this thing costs like 3 times as much as the Hornet. Why did the Hornet get the same body, right? That should have had a more boxy, squared off design. I mean, I get that they were trying to save money, but guess what? Nobody wants the Hornet because it looks like crap and it's a Dodge. And then nobody wanted to buy this thing because it basically looked the same. So they screwed themselves by trying to save a few pennies, didn't they? And they did try to, fix that taper. How I talked about how this thing tapered in. They did try to fix this a little bit. Really aggressive front lip. And so, yeah, really the best thing that Stellantis can do here is stop production of the Hornet. Just stop making it. If you want to sell any of these Tonales, yeah, you got to cut off the Hornet. Get rid of that. And so anyways, let's jump to the interior. Did they make any upgrades or improvements here? Yeah, they did. There's a new shifter, a rotary shifter that for some reason they didn't show any pictures of. So, hey, it's down there somewhere. But, basically otherwise it's the same interior, which, it was a good interior, but again, it's actually shared a lot with the Hornet. Although the Tonale at least got these kind of, Alfa Romeo exclusive round air vents. So that was nice. There's kind of like some nice details here as well. But, really the interior is not bad. Really it's pretty attractive. The digital, the graphics here are actually really cool too. With this kind of, old school, the way the numbers kind of flip around here. Kind of this old school Italian look. Actually, it is pretty good for a digital display, isn't it? Even this is, I don't know, let me know what you guys think about this. It's kind of like, old analog style counters. Now there's some little things that differentiate this thing from the Hornet on the inside. You get these humps over the gauges there, which is actually kind of a cool thing. It's something, the interiors basically look the same at first blush, but when you start to look at all these little details like this, you get the adjustable dampers. This is actually where the start stop button is in the Hornet. So, and then, yeah, there's physical climate controls in here as well. And the infotainment screen is, 12.3 inches. It's quite nice. And guess what? you finally can get a 360 camera in this thing.